And the most recent LPGA winner, Nana Kurtz-Madsen, has it going again.
Yeah, she's playing with a lot of confidence coming off her win 2 weeks ago in Thailand and just keeping it rolling.
Rolls that one in at the 12th to get to 11 under par.
Yeah, showing off. She showed off this wedge game all day. Like she said, gave herself some more birdie opportunities than she felt like she did in round one.
That's where Lydia Ko was when she hit this at the 7th.
Just showing off her wedge game, of which she is so famous for. This was spectacular in a really, really challenging position. Just released down perfectly.
Well, with her, it's almost all skill, isn't it? And this is for birdie what? On up and down.
Yeah, Imby's missed the fairway here. Makes it a little more difficult with her second shot.
It does, but she's got a great light on. Just from 125. She'll probably land it into that bank and get it to stop.
Is it going to get up the top?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good shot there, Karen.
The lie was just sitting up peachy.
To 14, and Jarina Mendoza.
Tougher hole location today than yesterday. Over on the right, just over the water.
Okay. Jarina is one of those players trying to get into next week at the Chevron.
Put a new putter in the bag there this week. Breaking a little right.
That led her to another victory. Here's the third for Nasa.
A little bit of an uphill lie. Uphill shot with an 8-iron. A little right of the hole with some draw. Beauty.
Getting more so. Nasa moves to 3 under par. Oh, took a little victory lap. Bunker, fringe, birdie. And Lydia's tied for second.
Thank goodness it hit. Well, I don't even know if it hit dead center.
To 12, just turned 19 last month, Atthaya Thitikul of Thailand.
Yeah, this should have a lot of right to left break in it.
Oh, yes.
On the low side.
The lips are friendly today. Lydia found that to be the case. Now, Atthaya.
Yeah, very well done. Set up like she may be trying to drift it a little right. Yep.
And use the slope on the green as well.
So she's gotten herself back into position, and that for Jin Young for birdie.
Clubbing up, having seen Imby's ball kind of fall out of the air a little bit there. This one also drawing into that wind. It's on a great line.
Yeah, really good line. Doesn't want to go too far by. Good shot. Back over to 15, and Pajari Ananarukan for birdie here. This will get her to 6 under par. And she's having a really nice week. Spent a little bit of time back home in Thailand after the event in Thailand.
But as soon as that ball gets up in the air, it can be hit by that wind. And on this angle that the players, because they've made that turn on this dogleg, they're coming back into the wind. That'll do.
That's hard to do, to leave it above the false front but below the flag. That's the best place to putt from on this green.
And she's beaten Annika Sorenstam in those categories. I mean, it's just off the charts good. Oh.
Yeah, it's been, you know, it's been a little bit sporadic, her play, especially over the last year and a half, because she went back to the back to Korea and then didn't reappear until late in the season.
14, Nasa.
Going with 8-iron. If they guessed right on the wind, thinking it was helping a bit, this should be the ideal club. Oh, yes.
Okay. Winner here in 2019, rallied to beat Indy Park on Sunday. pretty good.
Not too many formalities out around this golf course, Jerry. That's very well done.
Plenty of club, but she hasn't hit everything on the center of the face today. This one was nicely struck. A little left of the hole. Baby fade.
One for the first time. First ever win for Ireland on the LPGA Tour.
This one quite slippery. A defensive effort down the slope, but obviously you get the line correct. Nothing's going to stop it.
Third birdie of the day, a double bogey at the par 5 10th.
Hoisting it high in the air. Boy, this line's really good if it's the right bat.
Greeny, maybe not quite. Got those two beauties. Okay, so Lydia Ko, winner here in 2016. And the next week she went 100 miles to the east and won.
How much the wind affects this shot is determined by the trajectory. This one's right at it.
Great chance to get to 6 under.
When you think about Corder, initially you think about Nelly, but Jessica, you know, when you think about talent and skill level, I mean, they're very adjacent. And I have to think, I mean, no matter what happens here this week, I've got Jessica firmly on my radar for next week. This is high. It's good line. There you go.
All right, well, that could be the first of the 3 that she needs.
Now she firmed that one in there.
Just curls in, and she even looks quizzically. So her third birdie of the day, back-to-back 3 putts at 2 and 3.
And Grant, with Jin Young Ko, I think you have to keep in mind too that the under par, just being under par, is still a streak in its own right as well.
Correct, 31 in a row there.
This also another really good-looking shot.
In the air, full wedge, flew at 98 yards. That's how tough that shot is up the hill. Here, not the case.
Looks like the sun's come out a little bit, Jerry, as well. Maybe the marine layer not quite as heavy. What a fantastic shot from NASA right there.
Easy hole, Tom. Driver, pitching wedge, 4-footer straight up the hill for birdie.
Only the 11th birdie today. We're getting towards the end of the field coming through this hole.
Well, there's water to the right of the 18th fairway, so players often will hedge, go left. But this is the problem. Hedge and Choi. Second shot from the, oh my God. See, that's the problem.
What problem,
That's
Grant?
the problem.
I don't see a problem right there.
No problem for Hedge and Choi.
This is the 28-year-old from Alabama, Janie Jackson, for birdie at 13, her second year on tour, and easing that one down.
A shot like this from 81 yards, Liddy would put inside 5-6 feet every single time, it seemed like. She might have done it yet again. Oh yeah, spin.
Oh, Jerry, that might be 7 feet.
That's, yeah. Lift clean place on this hole to a perfect lie. It's a 44-yard shot. She can do it any way she chooses. Spin it, loft it, or run it. That's right in between the 2 hop and stop.
You like it?
That's 7 feet.
This is Modemi LeBlanc over on the other side of the golf course. She was back in Canada over the last several weeks, and she could only practice in a simulator. Guess what golf course they had on the simulator? Aviara.
Would it help, though, Morgan? It's been a big week already for the U.S. Solheim Cup team, with Stacy, the captain, naming Morgan assistant captain. Here's Julie Inkster, 3 times a captain for the U.S., showing the youngsters how it's done.
She hits those little controlled shots, Jerry, better than anybody.
She really does. She always goes for the longer club when in between clubs, never tries to crunch one.
This is at the 17th, and this is Sawanapura coming off back-to-back birdies. Oh, that might be an eagle. Lovely shot.